2025 was one of the most important years of my trading career. And it's not just about the P&L, but the actual growth behind it. I was down about $6 million leading into April from day trading. And this is due to just getting caught trading the downside when the market sold off because of the tariffs, but ended up the year up 8 figures. I'm going to share one of my accounts with you guys, do a live login so you can see that, I actually did make some money. I trade a bunch of different accounts for different reasons, but I'm just going to show you one of them just to give you guys some transparency here. Here is Thinkorswim, and you can see down here it says live trading. You can see it changes when I click. So I'm just going to log in here first. Might populate another screen. Yeah, it's going to populate right here. Zoom in here. You guys can see the overall P&L year to date, $6,535,981. Yeah, there were certain months obviously that were very strong. Some were very weak, but the most important thing is that you learn from your mistakes and you learn from the down months on what to do better when the market does get better, gets more bullish. And I was able to capitalize in many big ways this year, not just from options, but buying equities, buying shares, and learning how to trade futures. One of my other accounts traded futures. We have 1 week left in the year, but ended up making over $3 million alone just from trading futures in about 6 to 7 months. If things go well with that next year, I anticipate I potentially could make between, I would say at least 6 million for sure, but I have more experience now, so we could push it towards 8 to 10 million. Some of the best trades I took this year for just trading wise was, I would say, Tesla for sure. Robinhood was a great one. And then just trading the NASDAQ, both QQQ and futures for NQ. One of my worst trades I did was actually with futures. I lost $800,000 on November 20th, pretty recently. But since then, I've gone on a pretty strong run, for $2 million run in the past 4 or 5 weeks there. We are well over 2 million now. It was a pretty bad day, losing 800 grand in one day. That night I slept okay, but it's the next morning where you actually feel it, that the reality of losing that much. Bad days, they teach you a big lesson, right? They teach you a hard lesson on risk management, and they teach you it's okay to lose. You don't need to let a loss balloon up to 800 grand before you sell. So that's one of the biggest lessons I'm going to carry into 2026 is when you're trading futures, you're trading equities, and even options, don't let the loss get out of hand and stop averaging down on losers when trading futures or equities. Options I size for 0. That's going to save me a lot next year. Just understanding that, okay, you need to focus more on adding to winners versus adding to losers. Another big thing I'd say for 2026 for myself is leveraging patience. Patience by far is the biggest edge, right? There's nothing that even comes close to being patient. Doesn't matter what strategy you use. There's 100 different strategies that you can learn on X, YouTube, Instagram. But without exercising the muscle of patience, you cannot win long term. Those of you that are watching this, listening to this, you have to practice this every day. Practice meditation. Sit down for 10, 15 minutes in the morning before the market opens, and then maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes at some point during the day, maybe before bed. If you can do this every day, then sitting still while the market is open will become easy. You have to trust me. If you can do this, you'll become a better trader. It's not learning more indicators. It's not learning more strategies, right? It's not joining 5 different discords and following different traders. That's not going to help you. If you can't fix yourself, the external things will not. It's not a magic wand. Another big thing that I have done and will continue to do in 2026 is journaling. In my opinion, you don't need a fancy app. You don't need a fancy website to log your trades. It's very simple. Log your entry time, log your exit time, entry price, exit price, why you took the trade, if you broke any trading rules, and simply just notes on what you can do better. That's all you need in a trading journal. Too much data sometimes can cause you to fix things that you actually don't need to fix. Just keep it as simple as possible, and that will help your trading 1000% for next year. Even for me as a trader, right? People think, once you make it to a certain level, you don't make mistakes anymore. To be honest with you, it's the furthest thing from the truth. I overtrade. Sometimes I buy too much. Sometimes I'm impatient. As you get better, you have a strong set of rules that helps mitigate that. If I make a mistake, I have rules from 15 years ago that I know I need to stick by. Because once you get to a certain level of experience, you're more scared of breaking your rules than you are of taking a trade. And it's usually the opposite for most traders where they get scared of taking a trade, but when they're in the trade, they'll break all the rules. You'll realize this over time as your account grows, is that breaking your rules, it leads to bad trades. Have a list of rules for 2026 and make sure you stick to it, because this is what's going to save you when you're losing. You're not going to blow up accounts anymore next year because you have a systematic approach to the way that you trade, and you have rules that's going to stop you from letting a small loss turn into a big one. So another big topic with 2026 is what's coming next, right? A lot of people think there's an AI bubble. People think the markets run too much. This is a similar theme that happens every single year. People think the market's too high, this is overvalued. One thing I always tell people is, how do you know? How do you know this? Are you smart enough to realize where the top actually is? This is what causes people to miss the majority of a run in the market. And this is why most people lose as the market's trending higher, because they try to buy puts here, buy puts there. The market is designed to go up, and you have to understand this. Right now, inflation's coming down, interest rates are coming down, AI is very early. These market conditions are the catalyst for an economic boom. If you just understand that simple idea, you will be on the right side of the trade for 2026. Be careful, right? A lot of personalities on X, on Instagram, on YouTube, they try to say things for clout. They say things to create panic. It's almost like gaslighting. Like they're trying to gaslight the situation about what's happening in the market. To me, it's very bullish. And those of you that have watched the video to this point, the upside, in my opinion, is going to be the most profitable way to trade for 2026. Get ready. It's going to be an amazing year. I'm looking forward to trading alongside all of you. And I'm going to be providing more trade idea type of videos where I'm talking about different setups. If you guys like this type of content, drop me a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to be providing much more content in 2026. Good luck, and I'm looking forward to trading with you guys.